Have you submitted a resume and you didn't even get a call back or even an email? Didn't know that they even received it? Have you submitted an application and you don't even know if your talents were enough? Well, stay tuned to today's episode. We're going to be talking about being patient in your job search. Stay tuned and let's jump right in.
Hi, friends. Welcome to Direct Impact Broadcasting. The network of growth and transformation presents S.O.S For Leaders, where your host, Tywauna Wilson, will be sharing leadership and personal growth strategies. Let's jump right in.
Hi, friends. It's Tywauna Coach Tee Wilson here, your host and leadership mentor for S.O.S For Leaders. I'm excited to bring you this second part of our series on what a tortoise can teach us about our careers and being patient. There's a quote that says, "Patience is not the ability to wait, but the ability to keep a good attitude while waiting." And that quote ties perfectly into our topic today of being patient in your job search. I understand you are ready for a new opportunity, whether it's a promotion opportunity or maybe it's just another opportunity. And so you're ready to move on, you're ready to move forward. And regardless of your field, it often pays to slow down and focus on moving forward, but moving steadily, like the tortoise, when it comes to your job search. Discovering valuable insights with some of the topics or ideas that I'm going to cover today for you. So being patient in your job search, right? So you are ready to put yourself out there. You're ready to start looking for another opportunity. And I'm going to give you some things to think about as you are being patient. The first thing is conduct a personal inventory. So do some legwork first before sending out applications. Figuring out, of course, what you're good at, what you like to do, what skills you have, what strengths you have. And I did a podcast about discovering your career roadmap. And that would be a great episode for you to listen to. And I will link it to this. But it was on a different podcast. It was on the Elaborate Topics podcast, and it was about working through your career roadmap so that you can figure out exactly what it is that you really want to do as far as your job search, because you don't want to get jobs for the sake of just getting another job, right? You really want to get a job that's going to build upon a career that you love and enjoy so that once it's over, you'll be proud and happy about the career legacy that you leave. And so conducting that personal inventory. Here's the thing that separates people, especially when they get the job interview or when employers are looking at candidates. It's not always the person that has the most talent or the most experience that gets the job. It's the person that's able to communicate their value the best. That's who typically gets the job. So that starts with you conducting your personal inventory so that you're able to clearly articulate what it is that you bring to the table. What's your it factor? What makes you unique? What makes you the person that we need on our team? So conduct your personal inventory so you know exactly what you bring to the table. I've hired a lot of people over my years of being in my industry of medical laboratory science. And this is one of the things that people are not able to articulate of their personal inventory, whether they took the time to really go through and see what they bring to the table, but they are not able to tell me. So if I have you and the other somebody else, and you both have the same degree, both have the same years of experience, why should I choose you over that person that has the exact same credentials, or at least it appears by your resume? So conducting a personal inventory. The second thing would be research your opportunities. So think broadly about what kind of work you are qualified for. And you can work with a job coach or career coach and find resources at your local library or online. Because sometimes you've been doing one job for a long period of time. And maybe, unfortunately, you've been downsized from your employer, or they no longer need your particular talents. And so you have to research opportunities. I have seen that too, where people have been with an employer for many, many years. And then for whatever reason, the employer maybe went out of business, or maybe downsized the department, or maybe had to lay off staff. And now those team members find themselves back out in the employment market. And so reaching and researching those opportunities that meet your skill set. So knowing what your skill set is, and then thinking about what it is that you really want to do. So maybe in that not so positive situation, there is positivity that can come out, that you can actually now have a second career or second job that you actually enjoy, that makes you smile and bring out that energy in you. So researching your opportunities, I highly recommend that you work with a job coach, a career coach, somebody that can help bring out those questions. What I find is we don't ask enough questions, and in asking questions is where real transformation happens. And so researching your opportunities and finding somebody that can bring out those questions so that you can consider options that you might not have considered in the past. Another thing while you are thinking about your job search is, once you do get an offer, consider the long-term impact of that particular offer. It's exciting to get any job offer, especially if you don't particularly if you're not working right now, or if you have been looking for a new role and you finally get a job offer. It's important for you to think it through. Ask yourself some of these types of questions. What are the immediate benefits of this offer? How will this offer or job opportunity position me for the future? So consider the long-term impact of the offer. So these are things about being patient, because sometimes you get a job offer and it's not the right fit. It's not the right offer. It's not what you thought it would be. I have worked with people who have been in the job search process, and they have been moved to the next level. And after hearing more about the opportunity, they're like, it's not a great fit for myself, for my family. It's just not a great fit at this time. And so they decide not to advance in the process. And that's one of the things that you should think about too, is the long-term impact of some of these job offers. And you get an offer, and maybe it's your first offer that you have gotten in months, and you've been looking for jobs for months. And this is why it's important for you to be patient in your job search, because the right job will come along if you are patient. Because what you don't want to do is you get a job offer, you take that opportunity, is not a good fit, and you knew it wasn't a good fit when you said yes. And when you went to orientation, you knew it wasn't a good fit. And now here it is, 2 weeks into the process, a month into the process, 60 days into the process, and the team has started training you and investing in you, and now you're ready to exit the door. So really consider the long-term impact of job offers. While you are waiting and being patient in your job search, celebrate the small victories that you have along the way. Looking for another role can be tough, especially if you are not currently working. And so I don't know who's listening to this podcast. I don't know if you have a job, you do have a job, or you're just looking for your next opportunity. But looking for a new role can be tough. Looking for that new job can be tough. So you have to celebrate the small victories along the way. Truly enough, getting a job offer is often beyond your control, because you don't hold the power to the yes of them hiring you. right? So getting that job offer, you can do all that you can do leading up to that point. But at the end of the day, that yes, or you're hired, or we want you, all of that is often beyond your control. So feel good about yourself for diligently even looking for an opportunity, right? You know, a lot of times we need to celebrate those things because it could be frustrating. It could be discouraging. You took the risk and you took the chance to even apply. There's so many people that look at various roles, and because they can't check every box, they don't even apply. So celebrate yourself for even looking for something else, for even taking a risk. So if you don't have a job, celebrate for even being diligent about applying for work. And if you do have a job and you're looking for another opportunity, you're looking for another way to be great, celebrate even taking a risk. Imagine if you've been with an employer for 10, 15, 20 years and you said, you know what, I've been stuck at this employer. I've been stuck in this role and I know I've gotten comfortable, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try and put myself out there. So celebrate just looking for that opportunity and taking a risk. And the last thing that I would leave you with of being patient during your job search is really being visible. There are job opportunities out there that's looking for candidates and applicants just like yourself, but those jobs can't find you. So it's important for you to be visible. Employers, just like you, are looking for the opportunity. Employers are looking for you, and they are looking for you on job boards. They're looking for you on social media such as LinkedIn. That's a huge, huge, huge place that you need to have a presence on if you're not there. But they are looking for you to be visible. And so you want the opportunity or your job to be able to find you. It does take patience, and there are millions of users on LinkedIn, but at least you are in the room to be found. And that would be the last thing that I would leave you with, is being visible during and being patient. You know, that's part of being patient during the job search, is being visible and the right opportunity with your work. Now, with your work, faith without work is dead. So you have to do the work and being visible, conducting a personal inventory to know what you even bring to the table, to communicate your value, researching opportunities, because there may be the road to success is not a straight line. It's a squiggly line that looks crazy on a sheet of paper sometimes. So research the opportunities. Find yourself a career coach that will help you think outside the box, think outside your current level of awareness. Consider the long-term impact of some of these job offers. Every yes is not the yes for you. So thinking about the long-term impact, celebrating small victories along the way, that'll keep you motivated, energized, and encouraged. And those are the things that I would suggest for this episode that I got from the Tortoise, and really being patient about your job search. So please, as always, share this podcast out. That's the only way that the message gets to the person that needs to hear it and they may need this. Yes, I need to be patient. I'm looking for a job and I'm applying and applying and applying and I'm getting no, or getting nothing at all. So make sure you share this out so that they too can be patient and understand that that is part of the process. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode. If you missed the first episode in this series, please go to directimpactbroadcasting.com to catch up on this series. Please share it out. Don't forget to tag me, Coach Tee Wilson, Tee Wilson, on all the social media platforms. I would like to know what action you're taking from hearing this podcast, or what did you get from listening to it. Until we see each other again, we talk again, you listen again, have an awesome day.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of S.O.S For Leaders, where Tywauna shared nuggets of wisdom that you can use to win in life. Follow her on Facebook, Instagram, and connect on LinkedIn. And remember, the secrets of success in your life resides inside of you. When you know what your strengths are, you can utilize them to live an impactful and influential life.